And folks, welcome to Orange City, Iowa, as we are about to get this matchup underway from the Unity Christian Knights and the Sibley-Ocheyedan Generals. As I'm Caleb Claycamp again, this is Fuller Digital Solutions, Unity Christian versus Sibley-Ocheyedan Varsity Baseball. And as you see there, the coaches just met at home plate, so we're ready for the lineups. And we'll start with the visiting Generals of Sibley. Starting off the lineup, it's Riley Getzel, the DH, wearing the number 2 jersey tonight, and he is batting first for Marco Messias. He's pitching and wearing number 27. And it's batting second for Sibley, it's the shortstop, number 25, Luke Heelman. Now batting third, it's the catcher, number 6, Kane Julius. And then batting in that power spot, number 23, the second baseman, David Poppin. Batting fifth for the Generals and playing center field tonight, wearing the number 4 jersey, Cole Dykstra. And playing first base tonight, batting sixth, wearing the 13 jersey, Dawson Renner. And then batting seventh for the Generals, wearing the number 7 jersey, playing third base, Josue Nicholas. And then batting eighth, wearing 32, playing left field, Douglas Macias. And then rounding out the starting lineup for Sibley-Ocheyedan, it's the right fielder wearing number 10, Jonathan Hout. And Sibley-Ocheyedan comes into this game 2-11 total record and head coached by Nate Voss. And now starting lineup for your Unity Christian Knights. Starting off the lineup for the Knights, playing shortstop and wearing number 3, Braden Bosma. And batting second for the Knights and wearing the number 5 jersey, playing first base, it's Graydon Van Essen. And batting third, it's the other Bosma brother. He's pitching tonight wearing the number 6 jersey, Dylan Bosma. And batting cleanup for the Knights, Jonah DeYoung, wearing 23, playing left field. Batting fifth tonight for the Unity Christian Knights, playing third base, wearing the number 4 jersey, Austin Wieringa. Eli Rushman is going to play tonight in the DH position, wearing number 8. He's going to be batting for Ethan Van Ginkel, playing center field, wearing 25 tonight. In the 7th spot, it's Austin Hall, the second baseman, wearing 29. Kyan Emmelkamp is batting 8th tonight for the Knights. He's wearing the 7 jersey, playing right field. And then Brady Bogert is going to round out the starting lineup for Unity Christian. He is catching, wearing the number 2 jersey. Unity comes into this one 17-9. Had a recent unfortunate stretch here for the Knights. Lost 3 straight, but to some very, very, very good competition. And obviously the Knights looking to get back in the winning column here tonight. We are going to take a short commercial break, and we will be back here after the national anthem for the top of the first inning. Again, this is Fuller Digital Solutions production. Unity Christian versus Sibley-Ocheyedan Varsity Baseball. We'll be right back.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
American State Bank is celebrating our 50th anniversary, and we couldn't have made it this far without your support. For us, banking just scratches the surface. We pride ourselves in our commitment to our communities, building meaningful relationships with our customers, and doing our best to have some fun along the way. We're proud to be a locally owned and operated bank, supporting the communities we serve. Thank you for choosing American State Bank. We can't wait to see what the next 50 years have in store.
And folks, welcome back here to Orange City. Lineups have been read. The national anthem has been played. And we are ready to get the top of the first inning started here. Unity Christian versus Sibley-Ocheyedan varsity baseball. Again, I'm Caleb Claycamp. Fuller Digital Solutions is what you are tuned to. Thank you so much for tuning in, of course. Again, Sibley comes into this game 2-11 overall this year, head coached by Nate Voss, and currently sitting at the bottom of the Siouxland Conference. Definitely an off year for Sibley-Ocheyedan, looking to build upon this into future years. On the other hand, Unity Christian currently coming into this game 17-9, and they have lost 3 straight. So if you take away the last 3 games, which they've played, very, very good competition. They've had an outstanding year, and definitely looking to get back in the win column again with Dylan Bosma on the bump. And again, the Knights are coached by head coach Skylar Wheeler, and right now are sitting kind of in the middle of the Siouxland Conference. It's absolutely a stacked conference this year, and that's kind of a part of the reason why Sibley record kind of reflects that. I mean, only 2-11, but the competition they've played has been amazing. I mean, right here they're going to be playing Unity Christian here. So coming up and leading off the order for the visiting Generals, it's Riley Getzel, the DH, wearing number 2 tonight. First pitch from Bosma, swing and a miss from Getzel. So the count's now 0-1 here in the top of the first for the leadoff General at the plate. And Milt McPike behind the plate as the home plate umpire tonight for this matchup, as Bosma going to deal the 0-1 pitch and caught the outside part of the plate. Counts now 0-2. And right away, Bosma doing a great job getting ahead of his first batter he faces. The 0-2 pitch. It's a curveball and up in the air. Nice play here from the second baseman. And that's going to be the first out of this inning. That's Austin Hall making a good play on that one. So it's a pop-up to the second baseman for the first out of this inning. And now up to bat next for the Generals, it's Luke Heelman, the shortstop tonight, wearing 25. And first pitch from Bosma is in there, called strike 1. No swing offered from Heelman. So the count's 0-1 now with 1 down, nobody on. Now this one is going to be a short little chopper to third, but great job there of the third baseman, Wieringa, to let that one roll foul. So now it's an 0-2 count. So really a great start for Dylan Bosma. First 2 batters he's had gotten ahead 0-2 on both of them. And I'm sure he's going to be looking for one of his first strikeouts of the game here soon. The 0-2 pitch. And just high and outside, now a 1-2 count to Heelman. The 1-2. And that's a breaking ball, just low of the zone. So now even at 2-2. The 2-2 from Bosma. And check swing, but did not go around. And now it's a full count for Luke Heelman. A great at-bat here for the second hitter of this inning. Full count pitch, and that's going to be a ball just outside, so it's going to be a walk for Heelman to start things off in this game. And now a runner on first base for the Generals with 1 down. Now Kane Julius, number 6, catching tonight. He's going to be in the 3-hole position of the lineup, batting third this inning. Leading off from first base is Heelman, and a couple of shuffles, but nothing doing. Ball is outside to Julius. Counts 1-0 now, one away, runner on first. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss from Julius. Counts now 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch from Bosma on its way. And just outside, got to be a ball, says the home plate umpire, Milt McPike. Counts now 2-1. Heelman and pickoff quickly as Heelman was getting his lead off, but diving back to first base, and he's going to be safe. So count still remains 2-1 with one away and a runner on first. The pitch, and that's going to be high for another ball. So now a 3-1 count to Kane Julius here with a runner on first and only one away. The pitch from Bosma just outside, and that's going to be the second consecutive walk now for the Generals. Runners at first and second now with only one away. So 2 walks so far in this first inning for Dylan Bosma and the Unity Christian Knights. As now up to bat the 4-hole hitter, second baseman, number 23, David Poppin. First pitch to Poppin, swing and a miss. Strike number 1. And again, Bosma doing a great job of getting ahead of the hitters he's facing. The 0-1 pitch now from Bosma, runners first and second. This one swung on and a pop-up to right field, but it's shallow. Right fielder comes in on it. And then no tags, so runners at first and second now after the fly out to right for the second out of the inning from Poppin. Now Cole Dykstra, the center fielder, up to bat with 2 down. And Dykstra has an opportunity with a runner in scoring position here for the Generals. First pitch, it's a pickoff. And runner back into second in Heelman. Dykstra at the plate, ready to receive his first pitch. And it's a strike called just to the outside part of the plate. No swing offered from Dykstra. Counts 0-1 with 2 away. Runners at first and second. Pitch from Bosma. Outside, ball 1. Now the 1-1. In there and swung on, fouled away down the right field line. So now 1-2 the count to Cole Dykstra. And with 2 down here for Dylan Bosma, looking to get his third out of this first inning and strand a few runners on base here for the Generals. The pitch, breaking ball, and that's swung on and grounded foul down the left field line now. Count remains 1-2. Now the 1-2 payoff pitch from swing and a miss. And that's going to be a strikeout from Cole Dykstra. Great job there by Bosma. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base for the Generals. And we are going to take a short commercial break. We'll be back with Unity Christian up to bat here in the bottom of the first inning in Orange City. Again, Forward Digital Solutions presents Unity Christian versus Sibley-Ocheyedan Varsity Baseball.
You can't replace the peace of mind that comes with knowing your animal is in good hands. Central Veterinary Clinic has been serving Sioux Center and the surrounding area for over 60 years. With a staff of 11 veterinarians, you can be sure you're getting the right care when you need it. Whether it's your companion animal or a production animal operation, Central Veterinary is committed to staying up to date on the most current medical advances and knowledge to provide your animal with the best care. See what the professionals at Central Veterinary have to offer you at centralveterinaryclinic.com. Unity Christian is proud to have these businesses as partners, helping to ensure the success of our students now and into the future. Since 1998, Ground Effects in Sioux Center has been Northwest Iowa's premier landscaping and garden center, providing a full variety of trees, shrubs, perennials, and annuals. Visit scgroundeffects.com and use their plant finder tool to help you find the perfect plant for your home. Ground Effects also has a full staff of experts and designers to turn your landscaping dreams into a reality. Come see what Ground Effects in Sioux Center has to offer.
And welcome back here, folks, to the bottom of the first inning here in Orange City, as it was a couple of walks given up by Dylan Bosma on the bump, but then nothing else, as two runners are stranded for the Generals on bases. No hits so far for either team, obviously, here for Unity Christian. Their first at bat coming up, Braden Bosma, the shortstop, wearing the number 3 jersey today, is going to have the first opportunity to score in the hit column for Unity. And the pitcher today for the Generals, it's Marco Macias. First pitch, swung on and grounded into shortstop, deep in the hole, and bobbled. That's going to be a nice single for Bosma to start things off. And just like that, one pitch, one hit for the Knights, as that was a deep grounder there. Tough play for the shortstop to make deep in the hole. Likely a hit anyway. And now this pitch is going to be outside, ball 1 for Graydon Van Essen. He's up to bat now with a runner at first base, nobody down for the Knights. He's wearing the number 5 jersey, playing first base tonight. And the pitch from Macias in there, called strike 1. No swing offered from Van Essen. Counts 1-1, nobody gone. Runner at first. Macias with the pitch. Bosma on the move. It's kind of a pitch out to throw down to second base, but it's too high. So fastball outside part, and for ball number 2. Counts 2-1, and now a stolen base for Braden Bosma, as he's now in scoring position for Van Essen. Counts 2-1 on him. Macias with the 2-1 delivery. That's just inside, but called strike 2. Counts now 2-2. Now the 2-2 delivery for Macias, trying to get his first out of this bottom of the first inning. Swung on right up the middle, and that's going to be a nice single for Van Essen. It was sort of a line drive and rounding third base, but not coming home. Van Essen goes to second now after the throw is errant. And so that's Van Essen with a single. Bosma unable to score from first. He kind of started to retreat back to second base there initially for the line drive, and then once it got through, proceeded on to third. So runners at second and third now. And that's 2 for 2 in the hit department for the Knights. Now the pitcher, Dylan Bosma, wearing number 6 jersey, up to bat with 2 runners in scoring position and nobody down. Macias, first pitch, it's swung on, and it's a fly ball out to right. This will definitely be a sacrifice fly, as both runners are going to advance. And Dylan Bosma with a sac fly RBI to right field. And his brother, Braden Bosma, is going to score off of it. So now it's a 1-0 game in favor of Unity. Now Jonah DeYoung up, the left fielder, wearing the 23 jersey tonight. Runners at third now, and still just 1 out. Now DeYoung pops it up high in foul territory. It's possible that a play could have been made on that, but it dropped for a foul ball. Count's going to start 0-1 for DeYoung. Marco Macias with the delivery, and it's high for a ball. Counts now 1-1 for the left fielder, DeYoung. The 2-1 just outside, or excuse me, the 1-1. Now that's a ball, so 2-1 to count. One away runner at third base. Now the pitch on its way from Macias. Swung on, foul tip back into the net. Now 2-2 on DeYoung. The 2-2 pitch now from Macias. And that's going to be a ball 3. Now full count for DeYoung. (3-2). Swung on. And that's going to be the third baseman. Fields it cleanly over to first. And pulls the first baseman off the bag. He tried to swipe at the runner. But runner is going to be safe, and that's going to be the first error of the game. As error on the third baseman on the errant throw, pulling that first baseman off the bag. In the process, it's an RBI for DeYoung as Van Essen comes across to score. Now it's a 2-0 lead, and a runner at first base now runner at second base now as DeYoung just stole second. And DeYoung able to steal second base before a single pitch even thrown here in this at-bat. And now to bat Austin Wieringa, the third baseman, wearing the number 4 jersey today. First pitch to Wieringa's outside for a ball number 1. Marco Macias with only 1 out and a runner at second base for the Generals on the bump. That pitch is just outside. Now 2-0. Now the 2-0 delivery from Macias. Just low. Now 3-0. And DeYoung's on his way to third. And going to be in there after advancing on the ball in the dirt. Now 3-0 count to Wieringa with a runner on third base now with only one away. And the 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 3-1 the count now. Now the 3-1 delivery on the way for Macias. The pitch. And that's going to be low. It gets away from the catcher, so in comes DeYoung. As it's going to be a walk for Wieringa. And again, DeYoung going to score on the pass ball. And now a 3-0 game here in the bottom of the first inning. And still only one away. Now Eli Rushman, the DH, is up to bat, wearing the number 8 jersey. First pitch, Rushman's going to pop this one just shallow into right field, but it'll do the trick and get down for a single. So that's a great job there by Rushman. First pitch, first swing, and first hit of the game. As Austin Wieringa going to advance to second base. Now just like that, first and second with only one away.
Number 29, Austin Hall.
Austin Hall now the second baseman up to bat in the 7th spot in the lineup. Again, only one down, runners at first and second. The pitch to Hall is low, ball number 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. It's low and it gets past the catcher again, so another pass ball. And runners from first and second move now to second and third. And a 2-0 count to Austin Hall. And still only one down here in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch from Macias, swung on, grounded to first base, and picked up by the first baseman, taken unassisted to first base, and that's the second out of this inning. But Hall is going to get credited with the RBI as Wieringa comes across to score, and Eli Rushman now at third base. Now the right fielder, number 7, Kyan Emmelkamp, up to bat in the 8th spot of this lineup. And he has a runner at third base with 2 outs. First pitch from Macias to Emmelkamp, swung on, grounded firmly to second base, fielded nicely over to first. And that's a 4-3 put out for the final out of this inning. So it's 4 runs scored on 4 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base for Unity Christian. So again, 4-0 is your score. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be back with more baseball.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. Haul with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Switch to Kasasa at Iowa State Bank.
And welcome back here, folks. Up to bat first for the Generals is going to be the first baseman, number 13, Dawson Renner. And first pitch to Renner is going to be just inside there for a called strike number 1. And now a foul ball makes it 0-2 the count with nobody out. Now the 0-2 from Dylan Bosma to Dawson Renner on its way. Bosma from the windup. The pitch. And called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate as Dawson Renner goes down looking for the first out of this inning. Now up to bat is Josue Nicholas, the third baseman today, wearing the number 7 jersey for the Generals. First pitch to Nicholas is in there for a called strike 1. And now that just right back to the pitcher. And Bosma takes it unassisted himself and is going to tag out the runner on his way to first. So down goes Nicholas. And now 2 down in this inning. And now Doug Macias up to bat now. And first pitch is going to be a ball on the outside part of the plate. 1-0 pitch from Bosma. And now a second ball on the inside. Now 2-0 is the count. Two-0 pitch. And just low now 3-0 to Doug Macias. The 3-0 pitch from Bosma on its way. In there, called strike 1. And now, folks, count is 0-1. It's a pickoff move to second base as runners at first and second now with 2 down. And nothing doing there as the runner is safe in Macias at second base. Now an 0-1 count with 2 down for Bosma. Dylan Bosma with the pitch, and it's going to be low and in the dirt, so now 1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch on its way for Dylan Bosma. Swung on, grounded to the second baseman, easily fielded onto first. And that will do it for the top of the second inning. It's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 stranded on base for Sibley-Ocheyedan. We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be back with the bottom of the second inning. Unity Christian up 4-0.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
I chose NCC because their electrical program is absolutely incredible. Semester to semester, I never had to worry about if I was in the right classes or if I was on the right track, because they make sure you are set on the right track. All you have to do is try.
The heavy equipment program at NCC is the only heavy equipment program in the state of Iowa that actually teaches kids how to run large industrial equipment and get them out on the job site. We'd really like you to come take a visit. It'd be nice to meet you.
And welcome back here, folks. It's a 4-0 game in favor of Unity Christian. Now in the bottom of the second inning, the leadoff hitter this inning, batting 9-hole and catching tonight wearing number 2, Brady Bogert. First pitch from Macias to Bogert is going to be inside, but called strike number 1 on the inside part of the plate. No swing from Bogert. Counts now 0-1. Now the pitch from Macias. Swung on and fouled away from Bogert. Counts now 0-2 on the leadoff hitter for the Knights. The 0-2 pitch on its way for Macias, and that's a breaking ball, but way outside there. So now 1-2 the count to the 9-hole hitter Bogert. Now the 1-2 on its way from Macias, just outside. Counts now 2-2 to Brady Bogert. And now the 2-2 pitch on its way from Macias to Bogert. And Bogert, great job to fight that one off. He fouls it away. Count remains 2-2 with nobody away, nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning. And the 2-2 pitch once more. Swung on, and that's a short little chopper, but it's got some wicked spin on it. And Bogert's going to get an infield single. That's the 4th hit of the ball game now for Unity, and the second time a leadoff batter in an inning has reached for the Knights. So great things offensively so far for the home team. Now at the top of the lineup, Braden Bosma. He's currently 1 for 1 with a single. Stolen base, came around to score as well in the top of the first, or bottom of the first, excuse me. First pitch to Bosma outside. Ball 1. Now 1-0 count with nobody away for Braden Bosma. And a pickoff move from the lefty, and it gets away from the first baseman. And now it's going to be an error from the pitcher on the errant pickoff to get the runner to advance to second base now. Just like that, the second error of the game for Sibley-Ocheyedan. And now runner at second base with nobody away. And a runner at third base now. Excuse me, all the way from first to third there on the error. And the 1-0 pitch outside now, 2-0. So Braden Bosma with a big opportunity for another RBI for the Unity Christian Knights. 2-0 pitch outside part of the plate, now 3-0 to Bosma. And it's not likely we'll see a swing here, but you never know. Maybe coach has enough trust here in Braden Bosma to give him the green light. 3-0, we'll just have to see. Now 3-0 delivery from Macias, and he does have the 3-0 green light. Swings just over the top of that one, counts now 3-1. And I believe that just on the outside part of the plate as well, but I do like the aggression there from Braden Bosma. Now a 3-1, still a good hitter's count now for, and now swung on, fouled into the backstop, now a full count for the shortstop and leadoff hitter at the top of the lineup, Braden Bosma. And 3-2, full count pitch from Macias. Swung on, sky high towards center field. Center fielder in on it. And it's going to drop in for a hit. So it's going to be a nice single there for Braden Bosma, an RBI single, as Brady Bogard going to come in to score. And now 5-0 is the score as head coach for the Sibley-Ocheyedan Generals, Nate Voss, going to go out there and talk to his pitcher, Macias. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we will be right back. 5-0 is your score. Still nobody out. Runner on first base here in the bottom of the second inning.
Our students are very prepared to take care of patients at clinical and within the simulation department. They're also very prepared once they've graduated to go out as a novice nurse and take care of patients within their employment.
In the end, it takes all of us to help our communities out, and whether that's on a volunteer basis or on a career field, our communities need you as an EMT or a paramedic, and you can get started with that path right here at NCC right now.
And welcome back here, folks, as now Graydon Van Essen, after the mound visit, going to be up to bat with a runner at first base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. And on the run is Bosma, and this is going to be a diving play by the third baseman, but gets out of the way of his outstretched glove, but he did touch it fair. And Braden Bosma going to go first to third. And now runners at first and third after the nice single from Graydon Van Essen.
Up to bat, number 6, Dylan Bosma.
And so far, the Knights 3 for 3 for hits to start off the bottom of the second inning. Now Dylan Bosma. He's currently 0 for 0 with a sacrifice fly. Off goes Van Essen. And no throw, so a nice stolen base there by Van Essen. Runners now at second and third, nobody away. Now the 1-0 delivery from Macias. In there. Called strike one. Now 1-1 count on Dylan Bosma. Now the 1-1 pitch to the pitcher. And just inside, gets away from the catcher, but runners are going to stay where they're at. Counts now 2-1 to Bosma. Now the 2-1 pitch on the way for Marco Macias on the bump for the Generals. And on the inside, That's a ball, 3-1 now the count for Dylan Bosma. Now the pitch from Macias. A swing and a miss. That's going to be strike number 2. Now a full count. Little pitcher-on-pitcher action here in Marco Macias and Dylan Bosma. And now a full count. Nobody away. Runners at second and third. And that's going to hit Bosma. So he's going to go to first base after being hit by the pitch. And now the bases are loaded. Nobody away. And some big power coming up. It's Jonah DeYoung. He's currently 0 for 1. He reached base on an error and then ended up coming around to score. So he's going to try to get into the hit column for the first time tonight at this at-bat. Now first pitch to DeYoung. Swung on and grounded foul. So count's going to start off 0-1 to the powerful left fielder. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and another foul tip. Counts now 0-2 as Macias doing a great job of getting ahead here of DeYoung with nobody away and bases loaded. Again, credit to Marco Macias. He's just doing what he can. Hoping his defense can help him out a little bit there in the field. A possible payoff pitch on the way from Macias to DeYoung. Kicks, deals. And just outside for a ball. Counts 1-2. Now the 1-2 from Macias. Swung on by DeYoung. It's a high fly ball into right center. In comes the right fielder, and he catches that one. So it's a sacrifice fly to right field. Once again, sac fly RBI, as they say. Braden Bosma going to tag up from third on his way home. Rest of the runners going to stay put at first and second. So now 6-0 is the score. And now one away. Austin Wieringa, the third baseman, up to bat. He's currently 0 for 0 with a walk. Came around to score as well in the first inning. And the lefty, first pitch to him is going to be just outside for a ball 1. Ball also squirts away from the catcher. So runners from first and second advance to second and third. Still only one away. Now the 1-0 pitch incoming to Wieringa. Outside. Now ball 2, counts 2-0. Now the 2-0 delivery on the way for Macias. And this is going to be grounded to second base. And from second to first, it's going to be a put out. But it's going to be an RBI for Wieringa as Graydon Van Essen going to score from third. Dylan Bosma going to advance from second to third. And now 7-0 is the advantage for Unity Christian. Now 2 away, Eli Rushman up to bat, the designated hitter tonight. He's currently 1 for 1 with a single, stranded at third base in the first inning. First pitch, just outside, ball 1 to Rushman. Now the 1-0 delivery on the way for Macias. Swung on and missed by Rushman. Counts now 1-1. Now the 1-1 to Rushman. Swung on, hard grounder to third base. And it gets through for a single. Has a great job there for Eli Rushman. RBI single there.
Number 29, Austin Hall.
And runner on the way to second base. Throw from the catcher is low. And in there with a stolen base is Eli Rushman. The batter now Austin Hall. He's currently 0 for 1 with a ground out to the first baseman. And now 1-0 is the count to him with 2 away. Runner at second base now. And that pitch is going to be in there for a called strike number 1. Counts now 1-1 with 2 away. Now 2-1 is the count as that ball misses. Two. And Austin Hall up to bat. And that one just high. Count now is full. The 3-2 delivery on the way from Macias. Swung on, grounded to second base. Second baseman gets it, easily throws it to first for the 4-3 put out. And that's going to do it here for the bottom of the second. So it's 3 runs scored on 4 hits and 1 error, 1 runner left on base for Unity Christian. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back here with the top of the 3rd inning. Sibley-Ocheyedan going to try to get something going here.
Notaboom Electric and Refrigeration has always operated under strong values aimed at exceeding client needs. The relationship with their clients begins on the first day of contact and only ends once you are fully satisfied with the work. When you hire Notaboom Electric, you can count on them for the results you want and need. They offer a number of services for residential and commercial facilities to schools and churches. Discover the advantage of working with Notaboom Electric and Refrigeration in Orange City today. Wishing good luck to the Knights.
Since 1961, Notaboom Oil has proudly served Orange City and the surrounding area with a conveniently located full-service station. Notaboom Oil doesn't stop there. The Notaboom Oil mechanics use their 100 years of combined experience to help maintain and service your vehicle. Oil changes, exhaust work, brakes, wheels and tires, and more. Notaboom Oil has you covered. Be sure to stop by the Royal Car Wash and keep your dirt, grime, and salt off your vehicle with the 2 automatic and 4 wand bays. Stop in today at Notaboom Oil and experience 4 generations of personal service.
And welcome back, everyone. Current score 8-0 in favor of Unity Christian. Now the top of the 3rd inning, ready to begin. Luke Heelman up to bat first. He's currently 0 for 0 with a walk, stranded on second base. First pitch, ground out to second base for 3 put out for the first out of this inning. Can't be more effective than that. 1 pitch, 1 out for Dylan Bosma. Hey, folks, you'll have to forgive us. That sun kind of in a very peculiar position. It's got a couple more inches there to go down, and then it'll be blocked out here by the trees. And that's going to be a nice single. And rounding, going to second base, but stopping and then retreating. So it's going to be a single for Kane Julius. And that's just the second hit of the ball game for the Generals.
Number 23, David
Now David Poppin up to bat, the second baseman wearing 23. He flew out to the right fielder in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1 so far this game. Pitch on its way from Bosma. That's inside, ball number 1. And second pitch from Bosma, also inside, counts now 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is a ball again, so 3-0 the count now. Now the 3-0 pitch is in there for strike number 1. Now swung on, grounded to third base, and across, and it's going to be low. So David Poppin going to reach on the error. And Kane Julius on his horse gets to second. And now with a runner at first and second and only one down in this inning, it's Cole Dykstra. First pitch to Dykstra is outside for ball 1. Dykstra is currently 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Now the 1-0 is a ball outside, gets away from the catcher. Runners at first and second now advance to second and third. And now with only one out, 2 runners in scoring position here for Sibley-Ocheyedan. So looking to get some offense going themselves here. Now the 2-0 pitch on its way. It's high, now 3-0. As Bosma's had a little bit of trouble finding the zone this inning for the Knights. 3-0 pitch on its way. In there, called strike 1. Counts 3-1 now. 3-1 delivery. Now a 3-2. As that's the second strike now. Full count here on the batter. The 3-2 pitch in there, fouled off, and it's going to remain 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch in there for a called strike 3 looking, and that's the second out of the inning. And now up to bat, Dawson Renner. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch is in there for strike 1. And now with runners on second and third and 2 away, Dylan Bosma looking to get out of the inning with no damage. As that pitch just high and inside, 1-1 now the count. Bosma the pitch. Swung on, foul tipped. Counts now 1-2. Now Bosma from the windup, counts 1-2, 2 away. The pitch, breaking ball, and it's out to third base, foul. Counts now 1-2. I apologize, folks. It's just as difficult for me to see up here as it is for you folks, I'm sure, on the screen right now. So just a few more minutes, and that one going to be fouled away. Count's going to stay 1-2 with 2 down for Dawson Renner. That pitch just inside, counts now even at 2-2 to Renner. And Renner gets a little half swing, but ends up foul tipping that one away. So counts, we're going to remain 2-2 with 2 away. And that's going to be the pitch that gets away from the catcher, and Kane Julius going to score on the wild pitch. And now 8-1 is the score. Now full count. The pitch from Bosma. And that's going to be just high, ball number 4. So now runners at first and third with 2 away. As up to bat, Josue Nicholas. First pitch on the way from Bosma, and that's a swing and a foul ball out of play for Nicholas. That's going to start him off 0-1 for this at bat. Now the 0-1 pitch swung on, fouled away. Counts now 0-2 to Josue Nicholas. And now Bosma with 2 strikes on this batter and 2 down in the inning. Looking to get out of this one with only allowing 1 run so far in the top of the third. The 0-2. And just outside, counts now 1-2. Now the 1-2 on its way. It's a breaking ball in there, called strike 3. That was a nasty one. So it's going to be another strikeout for Bosma. 1 run off of 1 hit, 1 error, 1 runner stranded on base. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be back with the bottom of the third inning. Unity going to try to get more runs here.
Orange City Area Health Systems team of physical therapists and sports medicine physicians offer a broader range of evaluation and treatment for injuries. Our doctors have expert training in musculoskeletal ultrasound, which helps diagnose the cause of the problem, allowing them to provide more precise treatments. Often a combination of medical treatment and therapy is used to produce the optimal outcome. Get back to feeling and performing your best faster with the sports medicine team at Orange City Area Health System.
Jonathan Howe.
Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
And welcome back here, folks, to the bottom of the third inning here in Orange City. That sun is creeping down. It's going to be out of your way here in the next few minutes. Just a couple more inches to go. And now a new pitcher for Sibley-Ocheyedan. It's the right fielder, Jonathan Hout. And it's going to be just a straight switch from the pitcher and right fielder. So Marco Macias is going to move to right field. And now Hout is going to come from right field now onto the bump. So leading off here with a new pitcher, it's going to be Kyan Emmelkamp. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second base there in the first inning. First pitch to Emmelkamp. It's swung on and popped up in the infield. third baseman is going to be there to make the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Can't get more efficient than that. Pop up to the third baseman from Emmelkamp. And now it's going to be Brady Bogert up to bat for the Knights. First pitch on the way from Hout to Bogert. Bogert swing and a miss. Strike number 1 to start things off to the second batter of this bottom of the third inning. And there you go, folks. That sun's out of your way now. Outside now, another ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 delivery for Hout. Swung on, and that's going to be a nice single into the right center gap for the 9-hole hitter, Brady Bogert. And that's going to be his second hit of this game. He's 2 for 2 now. And now with 1 down and a runner on first base, top of the order, Braden Bosma. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Came around to score twice and a stolen base. Now courtesy runner coming in for Unity Christian. And it's going to be James Foreman. And so Braden Bosma currently 2 for 2 on the night with an RBI as well and 2 runs scored. Leading off is Foreman at first base. And it's a pickoff for Hout. And put it on the money, but just safe is Foreman. Now first pitch on its way to Bosma. Foreman takes off for second, pitches low into the dirt, and Foreman is in there with a stolen base. Counts now 1-0 to Bosma. Now the 1-0 pitch on its way to Braden Bosma with a runner at second base. Swung on, fired foul. And that has a Windshield's name all over it. Out of play, counts now 1-1. Now the 1-1 delivery from Hout. Swung on, hard grounder to third base. Third baseman handles it over to first, but he's safe. That's an infield single there for Braden Bosma. He's now 3 for 3 on the night. And now Van Essen up to bat. He's also 2 for 2. And he also scored twice and has a stolen base. You got to expect Bosma to be on the way to second here. And double move. He's got caught in the middle. Now to second. But that's going to be okay because that's going to score a run. Now Bosma out at first. And that's the threat there with runners at first and third. A potential double move from the right-handed pitcher. That's exactly what did it. But the run's going to score in Bogert as now 9-1. And 2 down as Bosma was thrown out there at first. And now Van Essen skies one to the infield. Second baseman's going to camp under that one. And it's a pop out to the second baseman for the third out. So it's 1 run scored on 2 hits. No errors, no runners left on base. We're going to take a short commercial break. 9-1 is the score. Coming up next, we'll have the top of the 4th inning here in Orange City. Don't you go anywhere.
Unity Christian is proud to have these businesses as partners, helping to ensure the success of our students now and into the future.
And now a couple of changes. Hoffmeyer is going to go to right field. And then also a new left fielder out there as well. Douglas Macias. And that's Dylan Colwine out there in left field. So now a new right fielder, new left fielder. And first batter, two and 0 now is the count to the leadoff batter and Douglas Macias. And now a full count. And that's going to be low for a ball. So a leadoff walk now for Macias. Going to bring up the pitcher, Jonathan Hout.
Number 10, John Hout.
Now Jonathan Hout comes up with a runner on first base, nobody down. And Bosma still on the bump. The pitch from Bosma swung on right back to him. It's going to be two here for Unity if they can do it. Over to second, now to first. It's a 1-6-3 double play. And that's really what you needed there if you're a Unity Christian Knights fan, as that's going to clear the bases and have two outs now for the top of the order. DH wearing number 2, Riley Getzel. First pitch, it's just low. Counts 1-0 to Getzel. He's 0 for 2 with a pop-up to the second baseman and a ground out to the second baseman. Now he swings, fouls one off to the right side. Counts now 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch with 2 down. And just misses the strike zone up and in. Counts now 2-1 to Getzel. The 2-1 delivery swung on and foul ball down the right field side. Counts now 2-2. And Bosma, an opportunity here with 2 down and 2 strikes on this third hitter of this inning to throw up a 0 here for the Knights. 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball, but fouled away. Count remains 2-2. Now the 2-2, it's a ground ball to the shortstop and nicely fielded over to first and gets the out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we are going to take a short commercial break. 9-1 is the lead for the Unity Christian Knights. We're going to be back with the bottom of the 4th inning.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame, not just embroidery.
And welcome back here, folks. As up to bat to lead off this inning, it's the pitcher, Dylan Bosma. And he's currently 0 for 0. He had a sac fly RBI to right field and then was hit by a pitch in the second inning, who was then stranded on third base. So first pitch is outside for a ball, counts 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch to Bosma, just outside, counts now 2-0. Now the 2-0 delivery on the way to Bosma from Hout. Swung on, skied over into foul territory along the third base side, caught by the third baseman for the first out of this inning. So a pop up to third base for the first out. And now up to bat, the 4-hole hitter now playing left field. It's going to be Colwine. And first pitch to Dylan Colwine is going to be outside for ball number 1. And Colwine going to drop in a base hit into left field. Great job there by Colwine coming off the bench, and he's now 1 for 1 on the night with a single to left field. Now Austin Wieringa up to bat, the third baseman tonight, wearing the number 4 jersey. He's currently 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out to the second baseman. He also has an RBI on the night and came around to score as well. This pitch just outside, and that's going to be ball number 1. Counts now 1-0, 1 down. Runner on first base for the Knights. Now the 1-0 delivery and pickoff move, rather, over to first base. Colwine's going to be safe at first. Now the 1-0 on the way. Just outside. Counts now 2-0. Now the 2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, but the ball gets past the catcher, and Colwine going to advance to second base there on the pass ball. This counts now 2-1. Runner at second base now, 1 away. Now the 2-1 delivery on the way for Hout to Wieringa. Kicks, deals, outside, and that's going to be ball 3. The 3-1 pitch now on the way. And ball outside, that's going to be a walk for Wieringa now. His second walk of this game. Runners at first and second now with 1 away. And now Eli Rushman up to bat. He's 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles. Also an RBI and a stolen base. Now first pitch on the way, and outside part of the plate called strike one. No swing offered by Rushman. So count will be 0-1 with one away now. Runners at first and second for the Knights. Now the 0-1 delivery. And just high and inside, counts now 1-1 to Rushman. And now the 1-1 pickoff move is going to be to second base and dropped by the second baseman, so everyone's safe. Count's going to remain 1-1 with one away. And now Rushman looking to stay perfect on the night here if he can get a hit. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped foul behind the plate. Hits the net, so count's going to be 1-2 now to Rushman. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way to the plate. And just inside, counts now 2-2 on the designated hitter in Rushman. Two-two pitch on its way from Hout. Outside now 3-2, a full count with one away. Now the 3-2 delivery. And that's going to be a foul, and looks like fouled it off his foot. So even though the ball did bounce into play, it's going to be a foul ball. Count's going to remain full. And now that's going to be fouled out of play. So another foul ball. Count's going to remain at 3-2. Now the full count, and going to be inside for a ball 4 as Eli Rushman going to stay 2 for 2 as he adds a walk to his offensive slate tonight. And bases are loaded now for Austin Hall, the second baseman.
Number 29, Austin Hall.
And now Austin Hall going to step into the box from the left side and receive his first pitch from Hout with the bases loaded. Hout from the windup and the pitch. And that's outside, but hits the strike zone there on the outside part of the plate, called strike one. Now the 0-1 delivery from Hout. Swung on and skied to foul territory down the left field line, and foul. Counts now 0-2 to Hall. Now the 0-2 pitch, bases loaded, one down delivery from Hout. And outside, counts now 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch, bases loaded, and it's going to hit the batter. So Hall going to be hit by the pitch. He's going to go to first, and the runner's going to come around to score in Colwyn. And still bases loaded here with 1 out, 10-0. And now up to bat for the first time this game, the new right fielder for this inning. It's Elijah Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer going to try to get some things going offensively for the Knights. Now the first pitch. And it's low and in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. And that scores a run. And on the pass ball, another run going to come in to score. It's Austin Wieringa. So now 2 runs have scored this inning. And that now moves the score to 11-1. Now the 1-0 pitch. And almost hit the batter, but Hoffmeyer dodged out of the way of that one. Counts now 2-0. The 2-0. And outside counts now 3-0 to Hoffmeyer. Now the 3-0 pitch from Hout. And in there, called strike 1. Counts now 3-1 to Hoffmeyer. The 3-1. In there, called strike 2. Counts now 3-2 to Hoffmeyer. The 3-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Hoffmeyer goes down on strikes for the second out of this inning. And now up to bat, it's going to be number 10 up for the first time this game, Brody Emmelkamp, as he's going to take over for Brady Bogard. Now, right up the middle off the pitcher's glove. It's going to be out at first. The 1-3 put out. And that's going to take care of the Unity Christian Knights this inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners stranded on base. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we will be back here with the top of the 5th inning. Score is 11-1 in favor of Unity Christian. We'll be right back.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
And welcome back here, folks, for the start of the 5th inning. Leading off here for the Generals, it's going to be Luke Heelman. Brady Bogard now on the bump for the Knights. First pitch is going to be a ground out to Bosma. Throws across, but he's safe. Heelman's got some wheels. It's an infield single. Now Kane Julius up to bat. He's currently 1 for 1 with a single, a walk. He came around to score, and that is part of the only run there for the Generals. Pickoff move from Bogard. Heelman's going to stay safe at first base. And that pitch is going to be low for a ball number 1. The 1-0 pitch. This one's going to be grounded to shortstop. A diving play. Bosma's going to try to gun him at first. Safe. A nice, another infield single there. Braden Bosma doing everything he can to get those outs. Those are extremely difficult plays that he's giving the Knights a chance at making outs. So it's going to be another hit for the Generals. And now runners at first and second base with nobody down. David Poppin, the powerful second baseman, going to be up to bat now for the Generals. He's currently 0 for 2. He reached on an error and also flied out. Now into the hole, exactly where it was the first time. Runners rounding third. And no throw. Just a bunch of pump fakes there, but now throws it to second. It gets away. And now... so that'll be an error on the left fielder on the errant throw. So it'll be a hit for Poppin, a single. And then runners going to advance from second to third and third to home on the error from the left fielder. Now runners at first and third, nobody gone. And the score now 11-2. Now up to bat, Cole Dykstra, the center fielder. As he steps in, nobody away, runners at first and third. And first swing is going to be fouled off into the net for Dykstra. Counts now 0-1. Count is 0-1. Now, that's a ball outside from Bogard. Counts now 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, and that's going to be a grounder to the second base. Spinning play to first, and out at first. The 4-3 put out from Dykstra for the first out of the inning, but an RBI is going to come across the plate. So now 11-3. Is the score after a couple of runs now from Sibley-Ocheyedan Generals. And first pitch for Renner is going to be fouled off. Counts now 0-1. Second pitch just low, counts 1-1 now to Renner with runners at second base. Now the 1-1 delivery is low and in the dirt, counts now 2-1. Now the 2-1 on its way. Swung on, and now right back to the shortstop, Bosma. He throws to third, trying to get the lead runner. And going to be safe there at third, so no outs. As it's going to be a fielder's choice there for Dawson Renner. Now again, first and third with one down in the inning. Now Josue Nicholas going to be up to bat. He's currently 0 for 2 with a ground out to the pitcher and also a strikeout looking. As now runners at first and third for the Generals. Already scored 2 runs this inning. And Nicholas gets one over the field, over the left fielder's head, and that's going to score 1 for sure. And it looks like 2 as Nicholas going to be held up at second base. And that's going to be a double RBI double for big Josue Nicholas. As just like that, now 5-11 is the score. Sibley-Ocheyedan a little bit of life now here in the top of the 5th inning. Now, so far, 4 hits in the inning, 4 runs in the inning for Sibley-Ocheyedan. And now a runner at second base and 1 away. The pitch from Bogard in there, called strike 1. And this is Douglas Messia. And now this pitch from Bogard is going to be low for a ball 1. Count now 1-1 with a runner at second base, only 1 away. And swung on, grounded to the second baseman, over to first. That's a 4-3 put out for the second out of this inning. But it's going to move Josue Nicholas over to third base. And now up to bat the pitcher, John Hout. First pitch in there, strike 1. Yo 1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Counts now 0-2 to Jonathan Hout. The 0-2 just outside, now 1-2. Now the 1-2 delivery with 2 down, just high and inside, counts now 2-2. Two-two pitch, swung on, grounded to second base again, fielded onto first for the third out. Another 4-3 put out. So 3 4-3 putouts is account for 3 outs here in this inning. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base for Sibley-Ocheyedan. Scores now 11-5 as the Generals getting a little bit of offense. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 5th inning.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
For the Knights here, it's going to be the shortstop, number 3, leadoff hitter, Braden Bosma. So far, Bosma's 3 for 3 with 3 singles and also has an RBI, 2 runs scored, a stolen base to go along tonight. And I'm sure he's looking to go 4 for 4 and stay perfect here in an 11-5 ball game. The pitch outside counts 1-0 to Bosma. Now the 1-0 delivery on the way. Swung on. Fouled. Counts now 1-1 to Braden Bosma. Now the 1-1 as now a short little break here. Bosma's going to hustle back up to the plate here and continue his at-bat. Now the pitch on its way, swung on, fouled. And counts now 2-2. The 2-2 delivery from Hount. Outside, count now full at 3-2. A 3-2 delivery. Swung on and fouled. Going to remain 3-2. And now Bosma is going to get walked to lead off the bottom of the inning. And now up is number 5, the other Van Essen, Braden Van Essen. And now Graydon Van Essen looks like re-enter the ball game. And first pitch now to Van Essen, coming on the way with Bosma leading off at first base. Pickoff move, and it bounces in the dirt, and up and off to second is Bosma. So it's going to be an error on the pitcher. And that's the third error of the game for Sibley-Ocheyedan. And now Bosma sits at second base. Now the pitch to Van Essen. And this hits him. So now runners at first and second base. And now up to bat number 6, Dylan Bosma. And now a mound visit coming from the coach of the Generals. And looks like we're going to get a possible pitching change here. We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
American State Bank is celebrating our 50th anniversary, and we couldn't have made it this far without your support. For us, banking just scratches the surface. We pride ourselves in our commitment to our communities, building meaningful relationships with our customers, and doing our best to have some fun along the way. We're proud to be a locally owned and operated bank, supporting the communities we serve. Thank you for choosing American State Bank. We can't wait to see what the next 50 years have in store.
You can't replace the peace of mind that comes with knowing your animal is in good hands. Central Veterinary Clinic has been serving Sioux Center and the surrounding area for over 60 years. With a staff of 11 veterinarians, you can be sure you're getting the right care when you need it. Whether it's your companion animal or a production animal operation, Central Veterinary is committed to staying up to date on the most current medical advances and knowledge to provide your animal with the best care. See what the professionals at Central Veterinary have to offer you at centralveterinaryclinic.com.
And welcome back, folks. We're going to have multiple changes here for the Generals as now the designated hitter Riley Getzel is going to go to catcher. And at first base, it's going to be number 24. And Hout's going to go to second base. And again, now pitching is going to be Kane Julius for the Generals. And now runners at first and second base. With nobody out, Dylan Bosma up to the plate again. And first pitch to Bosma is going to be a called strike one. Now the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Counts now 0-2. The 0-2 delivery to Bosma. That's going to get down. And that's also going to score a run. It gets past the center fielder even. And now it's going to be second and third. Nice little RBI double there for Dylan Bosma.
RBI double for Dylan Bosma. Up to bat, number 23, Jonah DeYoung.
As the score is now 12-5, and now runners at second and third. Jonah DeYoung going to be up. First pitch to DeYoung is just high, counts now 1-0. And 1-0 count as DeYoung ready to hit now with nobody down. Runners at second, third. Swing and a miss. Counts now 1-1. And now a ball in the dirt, but everyone stays put. Counts now 2-1 for DeYoung. Now the 2-1 delivery. Swung on, and this one hit to center, and it's going to get down, and now 2 runs are going to score. Gets past the center fielder once again. Now DeYoung in there with a double RBI double.
2 RBI double there for number 23, Jonah DeYoung.
And that's his 4th RBI of this game.
Austin Wieringa.
And score is now 14-5 for Austin Wieringa up to bat now. And a runner at second base with nobody down. Swing and a miss for Wieringa. Counts now 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch, and just low, counts now 2-1. And that's going to be a pop out to the shortstop for the first out of this inning. Now up to bat, it's going to be the designated hitter, or excuse me, the designated hitter is going to be out of this game now. Ethan Van Ginkel, the center fielder, going to be up for the first time this game. First pitch now to Van Ginkel. And now a called strike one as Van Ginkel looked like he was going to offer a bunt, but then pulled it back at the last second. It's a called strike one from home plate umpire Milt McPike regardless. 0-1 pitch. Now he gets it down. Third base line. Beautiful bunt and not even close. No chance for the Generals. Great job there by Ethan Van Ginkel. First time up to bat this game here late in the game. Nice little bunt single. So now first and third. With one down, Austin Hall up to bat now. Hall currently 0 for 2 with a ground out and then a hit by pitch. And we're going to have a mound visit here by head coach Nate Voss. We're going to take a short commercial break and we'll be right back. 14-5 is your score. One down. Unity trying to seal the deal.
Unity Christian is proud to have these businesses as partners. helping to ensure the success of our students now and into the future. Since 1998, Ground Effects in Sioux Center has been Northwest Iowa's premier landscaping and garden center, providing a full variety of trees, shrubs, perennials, and annuals. Visit scgroundeffects.com and use their plant finder tool to help you find the perfect plant for your home. Ground Effects also has a full staff of experts and designers to turn your land.
And we're back here, folks. 14-5, only one down. Runners at first and third. And up to bat now for Unity is going to be Austin Hall. Ethan Van Ginkel gets to second base. No throw even thought about by the Generals, so it's going to be defensive indifference for Van Ginkel getting to second base. Now 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled out of play. Counts now 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be inside, and hits the batter. So that's going to put Austin Hall on first base. That's the second time he's been hit by a pitch in this game. And now up to bat is going to be number 7, Kyan Emmelkamp.
Number 7, Kyan Emmelkamp.
And with the bases loaded, Emmelkamp looking to get at least one run in here. First pitch, swing and a miss, so counts 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch, swung on, fouled away, counts now 0-2 to Kyan Emmelkamp. Counts 0-2, only one down. Runner on every base. Kyan Emmelkamp up to bat. Now the 0-2 pitch. Right down the middle. No swing offered from Emmelkamp. That's a strike 3 looking. His second strikeout of the game. And second out of this inning. Now Brady Bogard going to try to get that run in here from third. Swings, grounded to second base. Picked up easily onto first. It's a 4-3 put out. So it's going to be 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, 3 left on base for Unity Christian. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be back with the top of the 6th inning.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. Haul with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Switch to Kasasa at Iowa State Bank.
And welcome back here, folks. 14-5 is the score here, top of the 6th inning. And up to bat here first for the Generals, it's going to be the catcher, Riley Getzel.
Number 2, Riley Getzel.
And Getzel currently 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. First pitch from Bogard. Swung on. That's going to be in the right center gap, and that's going to get down for a nice leadoff single. for Getzel as he breaks his 0 for 3 streak. And now a base runner at first base to start things off. And now up to bat, number 25, the shortstop, Luke Heelman, with a runner on first base. Nobody gone here for the Generals in the top of the 6th inning. The pitch. And that's going to be off the plate. And that's going to get Riley Getzel to second base on the pass ball. Now nobody down, and a 1-0 count for Heelman with the runner on second base. Down 9 runs at the moment. Now the 1-0 pitch, and that's in there. Called strike 1. Counts now 1-1 for Heelman. Now the 1-1 delivery, and it's high and inside. Counts now 2-1 to Heelman. The 2-1 delivery swung on, and that's going to be to right field. And caught there by the right fielder. A line out for the first out of the inning from Heelman. Now up the pitcher, Kane Julius. And currently tonight, Julius is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He's came around to score twice. He also has a walk on the night as well. And now Julius up to bat. First pitch is going to be outside from Bogard. Counts 1-0. The pitch. Swung on. Lined over the shortstop's head. Runner is going to score from second base as he rounds third. And just like that, with 1 down, Sibley's going to answer. Now 14-6 ball game, as that's an RBI single for Kane Julius. He's now 3 for 3 on the night. Now up the second baseman, it's going to be David Poppin. And a runner at first base with 1 down. The pitch in there, called strike 1 to Poppin. Now the 0-1 delivery on the way from Bogard. Breaking ball in there, called strike 2. Counts now 0-2 to Poppin. Now the 0-2 delivery. And that's going to be off the plate. A pass ball here. And that's going to get Kane Julius to second base. Counts now 1-2 with 1 away. Now Alex Boswell comes in for the Generals to courtesy run at second base. And now swung on and foul tipped there by Poppin. So the count's going to remain 1-2 with 1 away and a runner on second base for the Generals. Currently down by 8 runs. Swung on at another foul ball. Now the 1-2 in there, called strike 3. And that strike 3 is going to be looking for Poppin. And now 2 down in this inning. Cole Dykstra now up to bat. Counts now 1-0 with 2 away. Runner at second base. And now this one is going to be a grounder to second base. The flip on to first, and that'll do it here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 run scored on 2 hits. 1 runner left on base. We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th inning.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
I chose NCC because their electrical program is absolutely incredible. Semester to semester, I never had to worry about if I was in the right classes or if I was on the right track, because they make sure you are set on the right track. All you have to do is try.
The heavy equipment program at NCC is the only heavy equipment program in the state of Iowa that actually teaches kids how to run large industrial equipment and get them out on the job site. We'd really like you to come take a visit. It'd be nice to meet you.
Now, welcome back, folks. Leading off this inning for the Knights, it's going to be the shortstop, number 3, Braden Bosma. And Bosma on fire tonight. He's 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Also has a walk. He's come around to score 3 times. 1 RBI, 2 stolen bases. Altogether a great night here for the leader of this Knights team. First pitch is outside. Counts 1-0 to Bosma. One-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Counts now 1-1 to Bosma. The 1-1. Swung on and skied into left field. Left fielder on the run. Sliding, and that's going to drop in fair. On the way to second is Bosma, and he's in there to start off this inning for the Knights. Now Van Essen up to bat. Now Graydon Van Essen have a great game as well, young man. And now check swing, just low and outside. Ball's 1-0. One-0 pitch is going to be low and in the dirt. Counts now 2-0. Now the 2-0 delivery, and just low, now 3-0 count. And again, this is the winning run at the plate for Unity Christian, as currently up 8 runs. If they can get to 10 here past the 5th inning, they're going to win this one automatically here in the bottom of the 6th. So now nobody down, runners at first and second. Van Essen at first is that winning run for the Knights. And now up to bat, it's going to be Dylan Bosma. He skies one to right field. It's very, very deep, and it ends up dropping down for a nice little single there from Dylan Bosma. Bases are now loaded. And DeYoung up to bat with the winning run on second base. Now first pitch with nobody down to DeYoung, and it's a check swing. Ball gets away, so Braden Bosma going to come in, and now 15-6 is the score. Winning run now for the Knights, sitting at third base. If they can get Van Essen in, they're going to get the W here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now intentionally walking DeYoung to load the bases up once more, to put a force out there at any position. And now it's going to be Wieringa trying to walk this one off here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Unity Christian Knights. And going to be inside ball number 1. Now the 1-0 delivery just outside, counts 2-0. And again, folks, bases loaded, winning run there at third base. And now ball gets away. It's going to be 3-0 now for the count. And it's all down to this. A walk wins this game on a 3-0 count. Will Unity do it right here, right now? The pitch. And that is low, and that's a walk. That's going to do it here, folks. As that's going to walk in the final run. Everyone's going to touch their bases, and that is going to do it. 16-6 is the final score here in Orange City after losing 3 straight. Unity Christian gets back in the win column with a dominant W. 16-6 here after 6 innings. I'm Caleb Claycamp. You've been watching Fuller Digital Solutions broadcast of Unity Christian versus Sibley-Ocheyedan Varsity Baseball. We'll be back here for Unity Christian's next 2 home games against some really good teams as well. I'm Caleb Claycamp. We'll see you next time.